Louisiana versus all y'all. Jarrett Roser here with 2022 Amite High defensive back Ja'Marion Dunomes, who has been working his way back from an injury this fall and is excited for an opportunity to really just kind of show what he can do this summer and then heading into senior year. And I'll probably call you J-Mo most of the conversation. That's what everyone out there calls you. So J-Mo, appreciate you taking some time on a Sunday afternoon to chat. How's everything going?
Everything's good.
Yeah, what has this spring been like? You had a chance to get back into some activity, not full go yet, but just after the way this fall went, to be able to get out there and be a little bit active with some of your teammates again and start preparing for this fall season. What's that been like?
I was just excited to be back, to be around the atmosphere, being back in the football spirit.
Yeah, I know you were somebody that I had been told to keep an eye on heading into that junior season, and so was looking forward to it. And then I remember getting a text that one of the Warriors DBs had been injured, and immediately I was worried and was told that it was you. When you went into this junior year, that I know you were expecting big things, and then have that happen right off the bat in the first week. What were some of those early frustrations like, I guess, like just the emotions of realizing that you were going to be sidelined? And then what has that process been like for you to work back from it?
If when it first happened, it was really emotional for me and my family. But we had the surgery in the same month, so they was telling me that I'll be back in time for summer ball. So I was really hitting rehab really hard, trying to get back so I can be fully recovered so I can be 100% for this year.
And now you are getting close. We mentioned an opportunity to be active to some extent in spring practices, and now you're getting close to some camp season and all those things. What are you looking forward to this summer? What is this summer schedule going to look like for you, and what are your goals with it?
My goal is to have at least 10 offers before August.
It's big.
Yeah, got to go big.
You just picked up the first one recently with Louisiana College. What was that conversation like with those coaches? What had they seen from you that even with the time away this fall that they were impressed with you and wanted to extend that offer at this point?
They were really impressed how I didn't give up after I tore my ACL, how I just went harder and how I stayed humble and, stayed strong throughout the whole process.
Were there times through some of it that it was difficult or challenging or frustrating mentally to not get down? And what did you do at those times to pick yourself back up, or maybe, conversations with family or teammates or whoever was able to help you kind of get back and chin up and start moving forward again?
Our DC, Coach Garden, he really helped me get through a lot of those phases with words of encouragement and telling me how it won't be too long until I'll be back.
Have you heard from many other schools just yet, even though the offers haven't necessarily come yet? Who, if so, have been some of those schools that have started to show a little bit of interest and just want to see a little bit more of you now post-injury?
I just got a big one. Coach Willie Mack, the safeties coach from McNeese, he texted me on Twitter and he told me how on film I was very explosive and a dog on the field. He invited me to the McNeese camp coming up in June.
Yeah, and you can certainly see some of those things that you mentioned, the explosiveness and just that mentality, the dog mentality in some of your underclassmen film. And when you talk to your teammates and coaches, they talk about your competitiveness and just kind of that nastiness out there. How would you describe your game and what are some things that you take a lot of pride in and feel like have enabled you to have some success early that you're kind of building on?
My favorite DB to watch is Tyrann Mathieu. And by us being like the same size, I watched how aggressive and physical he was. So I try to model his play style as much as I can.
I was going to ask you, because you're not tiny by any means, but you're a little bit undersized compared to what I guess a prototypical type, D1 defensive back is. And so I was wondering what your mindset was with some of that, if you took a little bit of chip on your shoulder. And I think, for years now, everyone in Louisiana, at least, if you're a little bit, an inch or two shorter of what people tell you they expect you to get to, Tyrann is kind of the go-to of, all right, well, I'm going to go be that dude that's all over the field, making some things happen, showing the ball skills and all that. And
right.
You're right in line with that.
Yes, sir.
What are some things that you have, I guess, either before the injury or now that you're getting back into it a little bit, some things that you've maybe focused on and just trying to continue to show some strides and some progress and just big areas of development for you?
Well, after surgery, how your legs get, the leg that has surgery, it gets smaller. So I've been working on getting my leg back bigger to where it's the same size as my other leg, and really getting back to being very explosive, speed wise and power wise. So I've been doing a lot of leg exercises, a lot of polymetrics, things to get my legs back stronger.
Any technical type things with your coverage or anything that kind of stand out that again, some maybe that have been strengths for you off the bat, or some that you're kind of focusing on heading into the senior year to continue to round things out?
My coaches really like my man-to-man coverage by me being so physical and aggressive. So like this year, going into August, they'll, like, if we play against a team that throws the ball a lot, I'll be following their best receiver. But if we're playing like a run-heavy team, they're going to put me in a box. It's like a nickel or a strong safety because of my tackling abilities.
I was going to ask you too, where you felt the most comfortable, and particularly as you translate up to the next level, if you saw yourself as a nickel type guy, if you saw yourself on the outside or kind of a versatile piece, maybe move around, even play a little bit of free safety or something like that. What's kind of your take on that? You like the versatility and you feel like that can translate to college as well?
Yes, sir. Our coach, our DB coach, Coach Eric, he has us playing like we don't play safety or corner. We play everything in the secondary. So I feel like I could play anything at the next level, but I really want to play nickel at the next level.
For your team as a whole, I know there is a lot of hunger with the way that this past season ended, and feeling like you had a chance in a close game that you would have liked to had a play or two back here and there. And for you, probably having to watch that made it that much more amplified of how eager you are to get back out there this fall. What have been some of those conversations like for you guys as a group as a whole, and what you're hoping to do this fall, and particularly for you as a part of that, getting a chance to get back out there and actually be a part of it on Friday night and move that needle on a Friday night sort of thing?
We're really hungry. Our freshman year, we went and won state. Sophomore year, we lost fourth round the game before state. And last season, we lost in the third round to a close game. So this year, we're really hungry. We feel like no one's better than us in two-way, and we feel like no one should beat us this year.
Are there any specific little mantras or sayings or anything like that have come up that y'all are kind of rallying around a little bit, or it's all kind of general?
We're calling our defense O-block because we feel like no one should score zero, that we should have 0 points scored on us this year.
That's a big goal, right? Try and pitch shutouts throughout the fall.
I mean, I feel like we're capable of it. The defense that we have coming back, mostly a lot of people that played and started last year from really sophomores coming into this senior year.
For any folks, I guess, Louisiana high school wise that want to know more about y'all as a team and the things that y'all feel like you can accomplish this fall, just sort of the goals and the ceiling that you feel like you guys have as a team, what would you say in terms of an overall message of this is what the Warriors are going to be about this fall, and this is what you should expect to see from us week in, week out?
They should see us going 15-0 this year. They should see us in the Superdome in December, for sure.
And for any college coaches or fans, I know you mentioned there we go. For any college coaches or fans, where you mentioned you're hoping to head into the fall with 10 offers, for folks that are, watching and getting a chance to know who you are a little bit more, what would be your message in terms of the type of young man and young football player you are, and what a coach would be recruiting, or what a fan might have coming to their program for the next few years after you finish up high school?
I'm coming for everything that everybody said that I couldn't have, with the injury. I'm coming for everything. I feel like I'm that guy, and I gotta prove it to him. There
you go, man. Well, I appreciate it. I've been looking forward to chatting with you for a little bit, and so glad we had a chance to link it up and kind of set the stage for what's ahead for you this summer and this fall.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Yeah. Again, he's Ja'Marion Dunomes, a rising senior defensive back for that Amite Warriors program that's looking to get back to the top of the mountain in their classification. And for Louisiana versus all y'all, Jared Roser.